Duality is the newest dungeon in Destiny 2, and I'm going to show you how to do it. If you want to skip around to specific sections, there are timestamped chapters on the video to make that easy for you. The main mechanic in the dungeon is the bells and realms. There are two realms, the normal realm and the nightmare realm. Shooting a bell will teleport all players to the other realm. It's important to note, however, that any guardians not standing next to the bell when going from the nightmare realm to the normal realm will die. However, you can shoot the bell from anywhere to go from the normal realm to the nightmare realm without dying. Loadouts are irrelevant for the intro, as all ads can be skipped. Begin by shooting the bell through the grate to enter the nightmare realm, then run to the bell to swap back to the normal realm. Do a 180 and head back and begin to scale the geometry to the top of the map. Once you get back to the top, shoot the bell again to reveal new platforms. You can use these to get to the next bell, which you'll use to go back to the normal realm. Head into the next room and shoot the bell through the grates to the left. Then you can simply drop down to the beams below you and head into the door on the wall. Continue till you find the next bell and head back to the normal realm, after which you'll go on to find a few enemies that you'll kill, which will allow you to drop down to the first encounter. The first encounter teaches you a few mechanics that will be used in the rest of this dungeon. The first is that a timer has been added to the nightmare realm. If it hits 0, then you die. You can extend this timer by killing standard bearers, which are scions in the first and final encounters, and centurions in the second, or get rid of it altogether when you go back to the normal realm. Killing a standard bearer drops its standard for you to pick up. It'll be one of 4 symbols: axes, dogs, chalice, or sun, and you can hold more than one at a time. You'll meet these standard bearers and acquire their standards by killing them and picking up their dropped standard in the nightmare realm, and can place the acquired standards in the normal realm. This encounter also introduces bell keepers, Cabal incendiors that disable the use of the bell while alive. For the first encounter, I recommend Well of Radiance Warlocks, Bubble Titans, and Mobius Quivers, all running Witherhorde, a legendary sword, and a primary weapon of your choice. This loadout makes for a very comfortable 2-phase. Encounter 1 begins by going to the Nightmare Realm and finding the 2 standard bearers located in 2 of the 4 corners of the room. After killing them and acquiring their standards, kill the bell keepers and head back to the normal realm to place them. After placing them, the doors will open at the standards locations. You'll want to send 2 teammates into one of the doors and the 3rd teammate into the other. While in the rooms, shoot the bell to teleport to the nightmare realm, where each side will have to kill a ton of weaker clones of the boss. Killing all of the clones on a side will open the door at the end of that path, and killing all of the clones on both sides will make the boss damageable. Have 1 guardian assigned to kill the bell keepers after killing the clones ahead of time before joining the other 2 to DPS the boss. At 8 seconds left in the nightmare realm, you'll want to begin making your way back to the bell to go back to the normal realm before being wiped to the timer. After that, it's rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. Continue through via the jumping puzzle, hitting the levers to reveal platforms as you go. Eventually, you'll arrive to the statue room, where you have to enter the nightmare realm to rotate the statues to have them all face the middle. To make it easy for you, here is how many times you need to rotate each statue. Returning to the normal realm with all of the statues oriented properly will open a hatch below the bell leading to the second encounter. Encounter 2 is the same idea as the first, requiring you to kill 3 Cabal Ultras instead of 1 boss. In this encounter, you need to acquire specific standards from standard bearers on specific sides. Killing a standard bearer that carries a standard that you do not need will take away from your time in the nightmare realm rather than add to it. For this encounter, I recommend Witherhorde, a solar rocket, and a primary weapon of your choice. Ignore what I'm using in the footage. Here's a diagram that shows which corners of the Nightmare Realm contains which standards. You'll begin by reading the 2 standards that you need in the middle and killing the bell keepers below the staircase so you can enter the Nightmare Realm. You should have 2 of your players pre-assigned to grab standards, while the 3rd will kill the bell keepers in the Nightmare Realm. To spawn the standard bearer, you must kill all of the legionnaires, phalanxes, and the colossus on that side. Doing so will spawn the standard bearer, who you can kill before taking their standard and heading back to the middle and using the bell to return to the normal realm. Dunking the 2 standards will make the ultra damageable. Simply kill the legionnaire and then do it all again for the incendior, and then 1 more time for the centurion. Continue through the dungeon until you reach the large open room, which has a bell through a grate that you can shoot at the back left. You can then head to the platforms on the same side of the bell, where you'll find a door that you can enter at the top right. Continue to the next bell, which you can use to return to the normal realm, after which you'll head up until you can see a bell across the room through the grate to head back into the nightmare realm. You can then run straight to that bell to go back to the normal realm. After that, you'll head up and run across the middle platforms to head through a door on the left side of that room. This will take you to a large chasm where you can scale the platforms on the right side of the wall and then run down the bridge to the room radiating red light. The boss fight utilizes the same standard bearer and bell mechanics from the previous fight, but also throws in a few new ones. One of them is my dog Moira, who humbly asks that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a like on the video before proceeding to kill the boss. For loadouts, we once again want Witherhordes, swords, and a primary of your choice. Warlocks want Well, Titans want Bubble, and Hunters want Tether. Similar to the previous encounter, this one also has specific standard bearers on specific sides. Here's a diagram, or you can just look at the symbols on the walls. You'll begin by reading which 2 standards you need and then killing the Bellkeepers to enter the Nightmare Realm. Once again, 2 of your players will be pre-assigned to grab standards, while the 3rd will kill the Bellkeepers. After grabbing both standards, you can head back to the normal realm to dunk them. You'll then have to do this again for a total of 4 standards placed, after which you can shoot any one of the red jewels on the chains to slam the big bell. This will bring you into the Nightmare Realm for the DPS phase. There will be 3 bells in the Nightmare Realm, along with 2 Bellkeepers defending each bell. Kaido will select one of the 3 bells to run to, and if she gets to it, the DPS phase ends. To stop this from happening, kill the 2 Bellkeepers next to the bell that she goes for. You'll then shoot the bell once she gets close enough, indicated by the black circle around the bell, to stun her and grant a damage buff to anyone standing next to the bell for 11 seconds. You'll then Witherhorde, Super, and Sword her until that timer runs up, and then repeat with the next 2 bells. The recommended loadout made for a very comfortable 2-phase for us. If this video was helpful, once again I'd appreciate a like down below and a subscription to the channel if you like my content. The goal is 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I would love for you to be a part of that. Drop a comment below to let me know what you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.